Hey, everybody, it's Pastor Hugo. I'm with the rest of the church staff today. We are up at Lutheran Island Camp near Henning, Minnesota, working on our prayer retreat where we're doing our programming for the coming year. In Bible class Sunday, we were beginning to look at freedom, how God used John F. Kennedy and then again Martin Luther King Jr. to work towards freedom. And we were thinking of Jesus' words in John 8. If you continue in my word, Jesus says, you are my disciples. You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. And so we've been talking about freedom for what or freedom from what. And you're going to hear from each of the staff today. Here is our music coordinator, office manager, Drew.
For me, the idea of freedom means the ability to grow and change from past experiences. Next up is our youth director, Faustina.
Freedom to me means being free from labels, condemnation, stereotypes, and seeing your full value in Jesus. And here is our technology and media specialist, Sarah.
Freedom to me means freedom from our sins and the grace and mercy that we get from Jesus when we do make mistakes. And here is our DCLC director, Julie.
Freedom to me is to enjoy God's beauty on this earth whenever I want. Here is the Children's Ministry Coordinator, Brenda.
Freedom. We are free to live as a child of God or as children of God. And when we do mess up and make mistakes, as we will, we have coverage through Christ. And we're back to Pastor Hugo.
All right, you've heard from the church staff. I'll wrap it up. Jesus in John 8, he was talking to this Jewish audience who had for 1400 years had been wrapped up in God's law. They'd been kind of slaves to God's law. They thought that was their best way of earning God's goodness. And what Jesus was telling them is, no, you're slaves. It's not setting you free. You are slaves. So he wanted them to be set free from that legalism and that traditionalism and all that stuff that wasn't bearing any fruit in their lives. And he says the same to us when we get stuck, when we become enslaved to things that just aren't fruitful. He says, if you continue in my word, you are my disciples. You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Think about that. We'll see you at next week's devotion.